Brice Williams, open the floor for questions once everyone's ready.
Coach, do you guys feel like even though you didn't come out with a win there, you guys kind of grew up as a team today?
Oh, I don't know about that. The disappointing thing to me is, we talked about the start. We dug ourselves a 14-point hole early. And I'll say this, I give our guys a lot of credit. Not sure if you guys understand what we went through last night, but we had 5 fire alarms go off starting at about 1 in the morning. And I know I didn't get back to sleep till about 4:30. And yet to have to respond and play a noon game, that's tough. So I give our guys a lot of credit for finding the energy to fight back in that one. But that's a hell of a lot of adversity that our guys, we talked about it. It's something that adversity hits you in a lot of different ways. And, the edge early in that game, I thought St. Mary's brought it better than we did. The other thing was the offensive rebounds. Obviously, you give up 17 and then you turn the ball over 15 times. We're going to go back and watch those. And, listen, the message to the team is we're going to learn from wins, we're going to learn from losses. We're going to come in on Tuesday morning, we're going to prepare like champions. We're going to have a nice long film session, figure out what we need to do better to win these games, and find a way to get this thing going. But, I give our guys a lot of credit for finding a way to, get, what do we get up 5, I think, in the second half, and then we had 4 or 5 straight turnovers. You can't do that. We have to come down and get a good, high-quality possession when you build a lead like that, when you have a team on their heels a little bit, once you get the momentum. And give them credit. They responded in a big way. It's a great program. It's an NCAA tournament team, 5 seed last year, and I think they're better this year. So, we're going to take a lot from this one and grow and be better next week.
What do you think went into finding that kind of physical identity, especially in the second half, getting to the rim late there?
Yeah, it's what you have to do against this team. They are so physical. They wore through screens. I didn't think we handled it great early, but once we got, Brice did a great job of getting us going, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line. They kind of force you into that middle range, which Brice got it going. I think we shot 50% in the first half against a team that's one of the best defensive teams in the country. They dropped their big guy right in the middle of the lane, and they war and chase and are very physical. So a great game for us to play. Wish it would have turned out different. Wish we would have been on the other end. But again, we're going to learn a lot from this one.
Either Brice or Coach on this one. In that last play, it was tough to, get down to get to where you wanted to get that shot off. What was the actual set? Was it to come off of a screen? What was the actual?
Yeah,
set?
it was. We were going to slip out the screen from the big. They stayed with Brice. They did a good job guarding it. We thought Brice was going to have to get it. We were hoping to create a little bit of confusion, but they stuck right with them and guarded it very well.
Brice, with as much as you were getting downhill, what was the defense giving you, and how are you playing based on that?
I was kind of just trying to read the drop and see if I was going to get open lane to the basket, and when I got open lane, I would take it, and then if I didn't, I would just try to swing it. See, that was what I saw out there.
Coach, what was different for Barricade tonight than kind of what you've seen so far?
Yeah, I really like Burke's aggressiveness. We ran a couple ball screens for him as the handler, set by our point guard. They don't switch, so we thought we could get downhill on that play. We stole a couple baskets with that action, and I just thought he was very assertive, especially when he got into the paint. Offensive rebounds, I thought he was terrific. Thought he gave great effort, and it's a matter of time. He's going to start hitting shots. He's got too good of a stroke, and when that happens, he's going to be a hell of a weapon for us out there. When we did go small, I thought they exposed us on the glass. We've been finishing with a little bit of a smaller lineup, but we got Braxton back out there to try to get it going back on the defensive end. And but yeah, I love Burke's assertiveness, aggressiveness. That's what we're going to need out of him.
You guys have been struggling a little bit from three. A couple people like Brice have good nights off and on. Under 30% again. How are you feeling about that? Do you feel the shots are coming good, and just missing them, or you feel that we're not taking?
Yeah, I thought we had some good looks. Connor had a great look on a great little ghost screen. It was a really good read with him and BK out there. I thought Gavin had a couple good looks tonight. Again, it's sometimes it takes one to take the lid off, and then you're off and running, and you get confident. I love how we're getting to the free throw line. We're doing a great job with that when our shots aren't falling. We're finding a way to manufacture some points by getting to the line, and we're doing a really good job scoring the ball in the paint. And once our shots start falling, I think we have a chance to be a very good offensive team. First half, I think we showed it, even though we didn't shoot it great. To score 45 points on that team, it's a pretty good half. Now, hopefully knock down a couple shots by some really good shooters, and we're off and running.
I feel like you tightened up on defense in the second half. What?
I liked our defense. Yeah, I thought we did a good job. I thought our physicality really picked up and grew. A couple of you went back that we didn't finish off the possession. I thought we missed an opportunity to get on the floor after loose ball. But yeah, intensity was there, no doubt about it. We were much more active, I thought, in the second half, and that's what forced them to miss.
Brice, do you think 4 games in, this team's kind of coming together more? A lot of emotion out there tonight, just as a group and a unit.
I feel like we have a lot of growth. We have a lot of growing to do, but we're just taking steps. Every night it gets better. From the first first exhibition game, we've taken steps. We've gotten better. We have developed a little bit more chemistry. And everybody handles adversity different, but we have to come together more out there on the court. We can't be showing emotion or be reactive to calls and everything like that. But I mean, it's getting better as the season goes on. That's all you can ask for.
Brice, does that feel like a Big Ten game in terms of the style of play?
Definitely from a standpoint of setting screens and rebounding, like you have to be physical. The most physical team won tonight. They brought it to us early, which set the tone. If we would have hit first and set the tone, the outcome might have been different. But that was definitely kind of a Big Ten physicality type game.
Is that something that you can relate to some of you guys who are new to this conference, saying, you're going to experience this 2-3 times a week, starting next month, and you got to be ready for this type of physicality going forward.
Yeah, that's every night. Every team in the Big Ten who wins that game, they most likely won the rebounding battle. It's all the Big Ten is all about toughness. Who's going to be the tougher team that night? Who's going to get the most loose balls? Who's going to get the most rebounds? Who's going to get the most offensive rebounds? It's all about who's going to punk who. So this was definitely that type of game, and we have to stress that. We can't stress that enough. That's how we're going to be successful in the Big Ten and in the postseason.
Anything else for the players and coach?
Thanks, guys.
Okay.